Welcome to another episode coming at you from ChooseYourRelationships.com, author of Love Can't Wait, which can be found on Amazon.com. So I got a question from a long-time listener, and he said he's in a relationship with this girl for about a year, and he said the girl's friends and family all of a sudden doesn't like him, and they seem to have a problem with him, and he doesn't really know what it stems from. He doesn't really know what it's all about. And then I sent him an email just to get more clarification and more context of what was going on. So I asked him, I said, hey, have y'all been having any problems in the relationship? And he said, yeah. So I said, did she talk to anybody else? Did she talk to some of her friends and family? Or did you talk to some of your friends and family? And he said, yeah, she has a friend. And this is a mistake that a lot of immature women make. Because see, when you get into relationships, it's a good idea to keep your business in your household. Whatever happens between you and your man or your woman, it should stay there. It should not go elsewhere. See, an immature woman will bring other people, will talk to her friend and tell them whatever she wants, basically. Whatever she wants them to know. Now, see, there's a myth out here that women are better communicators than men. But over the past 20 plus years, I should say, I haven't found that to be true. I beg to differ. I haven't found women to be better at communicating, better or worse than men at all. In some cases, women can be worse. Because what happens is, when it comes to sticky topics or when it's time to have tough conversations and when things get real, a lot of immature women, even for mature women, it's very hard for them to talk about anything that gets them emotional. So if you throw in they're already emotional. So if you throw in a woman that's emotionally unstable, maybe she's has multiple personalities, or personality disorder, or bipolar, or whatever, that makes it even worse, because she's already emotional by nature. So I've found that a lot of relationships go south because a lot of women, they just don't know how to handle things when it happens. And a lot of guys don't really have anybody to talk to about situations like this when it goes down, and they don't know how to handle it. And even if a guy was to really talk to anybody, people are already biased towards the guy anyway. So they automatically give women the benefit of the doubt today. Now, if you've been living long enough, as I have, back in the day, if a woman told her friend what happened to her, regardless of what it was, in most cases, the guy would get the benefit of the doubt. The woman would say, hey, what you did to make that man treat you like that? I remember that growing up. I remember that. I remember that time. But today, it's the opposite now. Things have shifted. Women get the benefit of the doubt regardless. And this is why a lot of guys, they don't really have nobody to talk to about certain situations. And even if the guy do talk to one of his buddies or a family member or something like that, in some ways he feels embarrassed. And his buddy, he don't really know what to say. He never really had the experience before. So it's not gonna go anywhere. So it's not. There's no help there. And 9 times out of 10. And see, when the woman goes and tell her friend, "Hey, she'll just say whatever she wants, basically. Especially if she's a manipulating, trifling old woman, where it's like she's not gonna say anything to make herself look bad, regardless of what she's done. She's gonna be very biased. She's gonna slant the story, and her friend is gonna feel like she's obligated to be on her side, and So when her friend sees you, maybe y'all was cool. Maybe you said you were cool with your friend. But when her friend sees you, now she's looking at you funny style now. And you really don't know what's going on. You don't know why. And she's not obligated to tell you why. Because she's friends with your woman. And now if you got like I said, a woman that's a manipulator, she'll tell more of your friends, and even some of your family members, and they'll be looking at you like, did you really do this? Are you really that bad? Now they might not say that to your face, but they're in their back of their mind, they're thinking, did he really do that to her? And you might not know what was said. You don't know what she said to them because you wasn't there to defend yourself. See, that's the thing. And some of your family members and friends, majority of them are not going to call you. You might have 1 or 2 they'll call you or make some type of reference in regards to what she said, but they're not going to tell you everything she said. So it's kind of like you're in a bad position here as a guy, because you've had a good reputation probably all your life until this happened. So it's kind of like she's making you look bad now. She's making you look like you're the bad guy, like you're the monster. And I've had this happen to me twice in my lifetime. I've had this happen to me twice. So it's kind of like, so maybe one of your friends or maybe your brother or maybe your sister might say something to you. They'll tell you some of what was said. And then you tell them like, hey man, how long you been knowing me? Then, man, I've known you all my life. Does that sound like something I would do, man? Let's just be honest here. Then they'll say, man, nah, I didn't believe it, man, but you know what I mean? All this stuff came at me all out of the blue. I didn't know how to take it or whatever. So they'll say something like that. So now it's kind of like, it's like, it's really no coming back from this. Really. And see, you have to understand is a lot of women that tell all your friends and family about what you did to them or whatever, they're not really trying to solve anything. They don't really have the mental capacity to solve the problem because they're bad communicators. They see 9 times out of 10 they came from a household where it was dysfunctional, and they just don't know how to go about doing things. See, all of this could have been solved by her just coming to you and just saying, hey, I don't like this, I don't like that, I'm not happy with this, I'm not happy with that. That's all she had to do from the get-go. But she doesn't do that. Instead, she goes to one of her friends, pulls one of her friends in between your relationship, and now her friend is looking at you funny style now. And now maybe the family members are looking at you funny style now. And so everything she tells her family members, they tell other people. And then more people find out about it. And then even her girlfriends, even the girlfriend that she tells her friends and the rest of them. And more people find out about it. So it spreads like wildfire now. So now your reputation is ruined by your friends and family. So all these years they've been knowing you, whether you've been living 30, 40, 50 years, 60 years, however long you've been living, all these years you had a pretty good track record. Now, in this one thing that comes up, one claim against you, now all of a sudden you don't get the benefit of the doubt. You're the bad guy. All because of something that one person said, which was, in most cases, it was exaggerated. All because this woman you were dealing with was a bad communicator. She just don't have the mental capacity to communicate in such a way that would be effective. And see, there's no coming back from this. I haven't seen anybody come back from this. There's some people out here, but the relationship is broken because everyone knows whatever they think they know, but they really don't know what's going on. She tells them what she wants them to know. She ain't telling the truth in most cases. She's just telling what she wants them to know, but she ain't really telling them the whole story. And that's the problem. So now you feel a certain type of way about her because you feel like she's being disingenuous. She doesn't really want, she's not really trying to save the relationship. She's really trying to destroy it. And that's what this ultimately does. Destroys the relationship. So now you talk to your buddy, you bring your buddy in, and basically you doing the same thing she's doing now. You're frustrated. You don't really know what's going on because she still don't want to talk. I mean, every time you try to talk to her, she just flips out and, just start ranting and raving and going off. And now you're trying to figure out, well, what the heck is going on? And now when the friend, every time you see one of her friends, they still looking at you funny style. So this relationship, in situations like this, is a pretty common scenario. This is pretty common because you're dealing with an immature woman. Now, a mature woman would sit you down at some point and be like, hey, I don't like this, I don't like that, we need to work on this, we need to work on that together. If she wants to save and work on a relationship, a mature woman would do that. If not, she would just tell you, hey, I'm out, basically. She's not going to go around and talk to her girlfriend and talk to your family member and say, hey, you need to talk to your boy. You know, I am a mature woman will do that. A mature woman would do that. A mature woman is not going to do all that. She's not going to go all around in circles. You know? And unfortunately, I haven't found a lot of people, a lot of women that know how to the handle and have the tough conversations. I haven't found a lot of women that know how to handle it. Most of them get all emotional and upset and start going off. See, there's a difference between just gossiping and just talking just to be talking versus having real talk. When it's time to have real talk, I haven't found women to be better than guys when it comes to just talking. See, just because you don't talk a lot, that doesn't mean you're a bad communicator. I mean, there's a myth out here that says, hey, he doesn't talk much. In order to be a good communicator, you have to be a good listener more than anything. Because if you talk a lot, you're going to miss a lot. Less is more. So this is why, personally, when I hear when I'm around people that talk a lot, I get kind of turned off. I don't be wanting to hear all that. Personally. So the moral to this story is, try your best to be around mature women that have the mental capacity and the skills to have tough, mature conversations when you hit a bump in the road. Because in any relationship, it doesn't matter what kind of relationship it is. It doesn't really matter. At some point, something is going to be said by either party, and you should be able to work it out if you're really honest and real with each other. Regardless of the relationship, you should be able to work it out. Really. But if you can't work it out, 9 times out of 10, someone is a bad communicator. More than likely. Or some people, they just don't care. And if the other person doesn't care, fine, just move on. You know, nothing you can really do about that if somebody doesn't care. So in most cases, this is a reason why your friends and family don't like you, and they're looking at you funny style, because your woman have said something that made her seem like the victim, and made you seem like you're the bad guy. This is a common scenario. It's pretty common. And when this happens, the relationship is downhill. It's no coming back, really. I haven't seen anybody come back. I know that I'm not saying there aren't some people out here, but me personally, I don't know anybody that has slandered and embarrassed somebody through family members and friends, and somehow they pushed through all of that and came back. I don't know anybody. There could be some people out here. There's a lot of people out here that live dysfunctional relationships, but I haven't found them. But hey, the moral to the story is, watch the company you keep. So hey, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, share it, subscribe, check out my Patreon by clicking the link below. Until next time, I'm out. Peace!